going to read a little bit about the law concerning the revolution. Chapter 3, by the government, delegate salaries. This is the part relevant. One 3D. One group of adults assemble out of their own initiative. Once they have chosen from between them a block housekeeper that is responsible for correct voter registration and verification, they are allowed to have one representative, which can be anyone in or out of that block. The people, or in their absence the country council, decide on the minimum size of a voter group. The minimum size for a voter group is 50 persons is now recommended, from here at least. (3)(1)(d)(1) Government body minimum size. The minimum size for a government body is 50 delegates, 49 delegates or more, and 1 delegate elected council housekeeper by the council. (3)(1)(d)(2) Closest government body. The delegates assemble into groups determined by their own majority. They are to mutually accept a joining with delegates who are unable to form a legal council because of lack of delegates. See Article 3.1.d.1 Government Body Minimum Size. Some reasoning to it as well. 3.1.d.2.1 Council Agenda. Unless emergency issues are set on the agenda at least 7 days prior. Council Agenda Law. Debates and decisions on new law are set on the agenda at least 2 months prior. A new law comes into force not sooner than 2 months after it has been both voted into law and the result has been published widely. (3.1.d.3) Further government body. The delegates can assemble out of their own initiative into at least 50 blocks, each block allowed to send a representative that is already in their block. The further government body, the Policy Decision Council, is organized in the same way as the closest government body, see Article 3.1.d.2, Closest Government Body. Advice Council 3.1.d.4. Council delegates can elect advice councils given specified issues to advise on. The Advice Council issues the same advice to government and the people. Anyone can be elected into an Advice Council. 3.1.d.5 Country Council. All closest representative bodies divide into 50 geographic blocks of equal numbers of voters. Each block sends 1 delegate to form a country council. The country council is organized in the same way as the closest government body. See Article 3.1.d.2, Closest Government Body. The country council, I meant. Sorry. 3.1.d.5.1 Country Council Constitution. The Country Council maintains and repairs the Constitution. You will later see that it requires a referendum to change the Constitution. Country Council currency. The Country Council maintains the currency of the country. Country Council core. The Country Council is the core government of the country. It does not submit itself to the rule of other bodies, neither internal in the country, neither external from other countries, and neither external rising from a coalition of some or all other countries. The Country Council denies its own resources to come under direction of management bodies in whole or partially external to the country. It retains direct executive control over its own resources, which do not include independent companies within the context of the Constitution. Country Council Local Law 31D54. The Country Council determines by law the bounds for creating local law by local authorities. Then a little bit about ministries, which are also known as departments, perhaps. 31D7, immediate representation. Whenever a representation becomes legal at the moment of assembly of voters in a new block electing a delegate, or whenever a representation becomes illegal, the disintegration of an assembly of voters, the legal status of the affected body and representative is changed before the next day. When a delegate is not informed by his voter block or someone else of changes about the legal status of the delegate retains voting rights in the councils it is in, provided it does not actively evade such information. When a voter block housekeeper steps down, the voter block retains all rights of representation for the duration of 1 month, after which it disintegrates if it does not elect a new housekeeper. Then a little bit about the Constitution itself. Article 11A is the first article in the Constitution. The Constitution has no value outside the support of the people. 11A1 changes. The Constitution can only be changed by the people directly. 11A11 changes warning. When a referendum is to be held proposing change to the Constitution, that referendum cannot be held before the time has passed of equal length to the time a government can be in office. See Article 31C, Electing Government. 31C. Starting from the moment the referendum is posted in the required location is to be held. See Article 31B for transparency. 11A12 changes delay. Changes to the Constitution become law after a 3-month waiting period. Starting from the day both the procedure for changing the Constitution has been met and the result has been published widely. Before the last month of the delay starts, the ratification referendum can be done again. The referendum with most people casting a vote will decide. (1) 1B scope. The Constitution is a supreme set of rules. (1.1b.1) False law. Laws and government decisions conflicting with the Constitution are void. Police is not to enforce, the judiciary is to reject, and the government is to retract such laws and decisions. 1.1b.2 Unity of law. The Constitution is one and the same across the entire nation. Thank you for your attention, if any. It seems that I've skipped a little bit. (3.1d.2) Closest government body. Delegates assemble into groups determined by their own majority. They are to mutually accept a joining with delegates who are unable to form a legal council because of lack of delegates. See Article 3.1d.1 Government body minimum size. They choose from between them a council housekeeper that is chairing meetings, is responsible for information distribution, overseeing the vote block housekeepers that elect delegates, but has no vote right in the council. They can take a vote on whether the council is with too many, and if so, how to deal with it. After the size problem, if any, is resolved, and the council has determined a name for itself, by agreeing that a majority has been reached for a certain name, it can make decisions in that name by majority within the context of the Constitution. Then the agenda is set conforming to Article 3.1d.2.1 Council Agenda. So, as far as the revolution is concerned, this law is most important for most people, which erects a vote block and a delegate. Then for the delegates, this law becomes most important to erect local councils, and then further law to operate the councils and to set up further councils.